well. We have an early Pixie, but both our zeros in our hand. The old double-edged classic. Well, I mean, I don't really have anything else to do with my energy this turn, so 3 energy each tree is fine. Can we win a 50-50? We're so good at this game. We're so good at this game. Bojack Norseman, I choose you. Do I want to Mobius the swarms, or do I just slam Gore down? I choose September. Hunter Wild, thank you for the 10 months. Welcome back. The problem with playing out Mobius is it locks me into Gore being my play next turn. Which maybe that's fine. It does screw with Dracula. But the swarms. Woo, doggy. I'll do, pig, I'll do. What a lovely lady that Jane Foster is. They appear to be capital C cooked. Conchu's having a bad afternoon, chat. He's very confused about where he's at in life. He just can't do this anymore. He needs a break. Viewer deck's having a good afternoon for Sap. I know, like, we'll have a bad viewer deck afternoon occasionally, just due to variants, but we really do have a lot more good viewer deck days than bad in Sap. The number of hits we have while playing this game are really high. It really can't be overstated that Snap is just like genuinely one of, if not the best deck building game I've ever touched. It's so well done. Yeah, part of that goes hand in hand with the balance too, absolutely. Yeah, that's a big thing too, you know, like we have an OTA coming up on Thursday, and whereas like most other games I'd play, like, oh thank goodness there's a balance change coming, like the current metagame is really good. And I'm sure we will you know, what's the word I'm searching for? I'm sure at some point, well, I mean, I'm sure we'll get some balance changes that'll be sweet and fun, but, like, I'm not desperate. I'm not waiting for them. I'm not like, please, dear God, balance this game. It's terrible right now. I submit a viewer deck. On days where we're taking submissions, there'll be a link pinned above the chat, and it's a small donation for Twitch subscribers or YouTube members to send something in. Which, actually, I guess speaking of, it's only 2 o'clock. I probably have time for 1 or 2 more today. What time can I be live to? We're just starting this one. Yeah, I can take 1 more today. Asterisk, if we get a couple right now, one of them's gonna, the later ones will get pushed till tomorrow, but.
Opponent snapped.
Does this win the game? I think there's a good chance this wins the game. Grab the Dracula. Grab the Dracula.
We are the future.
No scorn. No scorn. Oh, you played the scorn. Get the fuck out of my game. Holy. Nice boomer snap, buddy.
Victory.
You know what I want. I do know what you want, Red. Thanks for that. Thanks for the tip. Proximo in a full tether. That's true. Sometimes they do play Proximo. Kitty Pride. We might push Kitty Pride till tomorrow, comics. Appreciate the tip as well. We'll see how these go. I have a little bit of a hard out this afternoon because the kiddos have ice skating class. I gotta take them over too. Perfect. Appreciate it. We're gonna be live till about 4:15 or so. It's about 2.5 hours. 9 + 10. Thank you for the re-up in that prime. Welcome back, Case. Thank you for the baker's dozen. Asgard is besieged.
Snap. Opponent.
Yeah, we'll play for there, I think. No! Benjamin! Benjamin. This is so rude. Literally one of the only hits in our deck that didn't do it there.
Escaped.
I've got Pixie and all of my zeros in my deck still, gamers. What was the thinking behind not playing Mobius out on turn 3 last game? If I won the Destroyer, he would have gotten blown up. We were statistically likely to get the Destroyer. Have a Pixie, I'm a giver. I assume they're carnaging the left here.
I definitely need to change my underwear.
Spook-sick. Hopefully they kill my daddy. Sabertooth. Name I haven't heard in a long time. Magneto. No E-Tree. I'm not sure what you think E-Tree does. You know what? I'm gonna wait a turn on the Lockjaw. So that way excuse me, that way our deck is smaller, we have a little bit better idea of what it's gonna pull out.
What a game!
For reference, E-Tree, what's the word I'm searching for? E-Tree, gets a created card out of your deck. I think we're dead. I guess there's a world where we do this, then pulling the Sabertooth Center wins it. That's probably the line. They're gonna play for left and right.
We are the future.
Hey Jeff, thanks for introducing me to Once Upon a Galaxy. The game's so addicting. Thanks for the 2.5 years, man. I drove having fun with it. Probably we're gonna lose 2 points to the left from that too. Got him. Neat. Magneto. We'll be doing some more Galaxy tomorrow morning, gamers. First thing is the plan. We'll do Galaxy into Snap. Killmonger was so angry he attacked your hand too. That he did. That he did.
Oh, snap.
Not my 0. Not my 0. I guess that's my 6, which also isn't great for me. Magneto is an incredibly well-designed card all these years later. Absolutely.
This land is
Oh, come on, Benjamin. I guess I accept the null. I'll play the X23 out, so that way if they killmonger me, I get energy out of it at least.
Enough said.
Oh man, call me Brittany, baby, because I am toxic. Nobody expects the turn 4 Ghost Rider gamer. Whip it good. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Bye, Logan. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Good night, my sweet prince. Huh. I think it's just Goria. Yeah, play for all three here. He's gonna be at least 15. Gets up to 19 in the middle.
Victory.
Seriously? We're still doing this? We're still here? Is this the proving grounds? Absolutely. I've got something to prove. This is just rude. Honestly, this is deserved. They're sitting here sweating the proving grounds. Got it, my game. You didn't want to blow that up, did you? Okay, cool. Good. Just checking. Oh, I guess I filled this for them, huh? That's not good. I gave them their, is that a Venom I gave them back? I think I gave them back Venom. I took total points off their board, though, so I think I'm gonna call that a win.
I definitely need to change my underwear.
Well, I guess it shrinks my gore, though. All of these cards are to buy for me. There's your Venom, bud. You have destroyed some cards. I hope you had fun. for the record, to encourage people to make good decisions. I get that the Conquest or whatever is a good place to get your missions done, but like, unless your Conquest queue time is like 60 seconds or multiple minutes, you should still play Best of One. Playing Best of One in the lower rungs of Conquest puts more silver tickets and more medals into the total system for everyone and gives everyone more prizes. The only reason to sit there and sweat against the same person over and over again is if your queue time is excessively long. Everyone benefits. So unless your queues are absolutely abhorrent, which I believe maybe they are for some people, but they never are for me. So if they're in my matchmaking pool, their queues are probably quick. All right, this one's been fun. We beat Discard and we beat Destroy, which are two of the big ones in the metagame. Let's go ahead and take a pause for the cause and let some adverts roll. Then we're going to play some more of this when we return. Appreciate everybody hanging out today. Don't go anywhere, gamers. I don't think Second Dinner is ever going to make any changes to Conquest. I think it just kind of is. It hasn't had any changes in almost 3 years. It ain't having any changes. Pretty slick mix of cards this afternoon. Got our play forecast done. Lovely. Broken code. Thanks for up in that prime for the second month. Appreciate the support. Welcome back. The changes to Conquest have been reduction in rewards. I mean, that kind of goes back to something we were talking about earlier today during the Pocket segment, which is that these games have a very specific amount of rewards that they want to give out in a month for free. So when they added rewards in other places, they reduced the Conquest rewards specifically when they started doing regular limited time game modes. So they shuffled around where some of their freebies are, basically. They didn't add more, they just moved them to different places. Very, very common in games like this. Am I missing my sub logo? It looks like you're currently lapsed, Pedro. I would assume if you can't resub yet with Prime, you're stuck in Prime Purgatory. Be my guess. Galactic Pun, thank you for the 1.5 years. Speaking of primers. Hey Jeff, I picked up a standing desk for my sister for her birthday and she loves it. I want to say thanks for recommending Flex Spot. Thanks for checking out the sponsor. They make good stuff.
Opponent snapped. Snap.
Oh, it's Aeroshim. I was like, why is there a Mantis on my screen? Get hammer into the Black Vortex at least.
Face the might of Asgard. Mjolnir.
Actually, do I... This is kind of fun. Do I... With the way my hand is set up, do I Lockjaw here, and then next turn Lockjaw the hammer, and then Jane the hammer back out, and then go hammer +6 in the middle on the last turn? Yeah, that's fun.
This land can never be fully known.
Oh, and actually, with this being Weird World now, I think it's this. Oh, I'm only gonna get 2 zeros. Yeah, I might not get the hammer back out, that's true. Wow, they got my gore. Rip.
Union to me.
Oh wait, I can Cosmic Ghost Rider my gore, yeah? Do I play for the setter? I'm gonna have a 6 + 5. There's a lot of 6s that win.
Behold my mighty hand.
All right, they didn't play for the left, so they should be cooked here.
Power must be controlled.
All right, well, we kicked each other's sandcastles. We just kicked a little harder. Arishim defeated. Ooh, a border. Credits. It's a good piece of art. I don't think it's better than my expensive Dark Hawk that I already have, but it's not bad. Reminder to get your 100 credits from the web shop, a gentleman and a scholar.
Shine.
Thank you, Travis. I'm waiting on a spotlight and an ultimate. Like, I must say, being someone who's waiting on a variant has really reaffirmed my belief that the singular worst thing about Marvel Snap's economy right now is the fact that there's this stupid scroller you gotta wait through. It's so silly that you can't just buy the one you want. Yeah, Luda Ultimate is the one I'm waiting for, and I'm waiting for Hydro Stomper Spotlight. This bar has no name.
Oh, snap.
Rude.
Opponent snapped.
Well, punish for playing their Deadpool on one. You love to see it. Oh man. Yeah, I'll take the 50-50 to get a... Oh, that doesn't do anything though, right? Actually, do I just do this so they don't fill my board with something crappy? I think it's this so my board doesn't get something crappy on it. Oh, well, now I'm sad.
Definitely need to change my underwear.
Go left! Stupid X-23 choosing fascism. There we go. There we go. All right, so we're gonna have, he does put an extra hammer in my deck. So we're gonna have 3 hammers and 2 draws at them. And if we find the hammer, we can lockjaw the hammer, and then Bojack's gonna get real big in the middle.
I definitely need to change my underwear.
There's Bojack. There's Bojack. No! Come back! Guess they're just dead because of Bar. I've been waiting on 2 variants to complete an album. It's been over a month now. That's wild. Oh yeah, the actual regular variant. I'm not even complaining about the regular variant shop, which is even worse than I'm talking about. I'm just talking about the ultimate and spotlight cash rotator through. Yeah, the general variant pool is freaking massive. Genuinely, I am shocked they haven't reworked the general variant pool yet, because that's a system that very much directly loses them money. There's no way they aren't leaving an incredible amount of money on the table, not making it easier to get the variants you actually want to play with. And people want to give them money and literally just can't see the thing to buy that they want to give the money for. Yeah, and the variant shop is the biggest pool of things, and it's the only thing in the shop that doesn't rotate every 8 hours. Baffling. The barest minimum would be rotating it 3 times a day. Oh my goodness! Get absolutely Shrek'd, gamer. Oh, that's a good one, too. They should just let you buy the variant with gold from the album. At 100% then. 1,000%. What do we think about Cosmic Agony here? I think I'm into it. Man, are we dead? You think they're gonna Zola? No, they're too small in the center. Man, I wish I had Gore. Magneto's game. The problem is I can only get to 6 on the left. I can't play for all 3, right? which means I die to my inability to play for all three means I'm just dead to null, which I think means I have to leave.
Escaped.
Any advice is welcome. I'm collection level 9,000, and I'm wondering what's the best way to spend my tokens. The best thing to spend your tokens on is cards that you want to play with. Marvel Snap's is a well-balanced game that has lots of decks that are competitive that you can have success with. So at a certain point, unless you are going to spend enough money to get absolutely everything and get Series 4 or 5 complete, you should just be spending, you should figure out what decks you like playing, and then come up with a list of cards and a priority for when they come into your shop, you're going to pick them up. I have, where's the Series 4 or 5 tier list? We just did one of those recently, yeah? Here's my general Series 4 or 5 tier list where I talk about the position of things somewhat generically, but again, it really does come down to subjective measures. Need a steak. Thanks for the 21 months. Welcome back. We have Thor into Bojack into Jane here, which is nice.
Face the might of Asgard. Mjolnir.
Yeah, one of the big things you got to kind of break yourself of in Marvel Snap is getting used to, if you come from other card games that have worse balance than Snap, it's very easy to get caught up in, oh, only certain things are going to be playable, and if I'm not spending my resources on those, then they're wasted. And Snap really just does a cleaner job of making sure more stuff stays relevant than all those other games do. I'm going to throw Jane in the middle because Gore plus the hammer is going to be pretty big here. I'm actually working on a video piece that's titled something along the lines of the Ultimate Marvel Snap Deck Guide or something along that, where I'm gonna highlight my favorite versions of every deck that's competitive in Snap. But I think I currently have 50 decks on the list. Like it's a lot, to say the least. So this Gore is 6 bigger than it shows at a minimum, so it's 13. I'm going up to 15 here. I'm gaining 6, 10 in the middle, and then we're gaining 6 over here. Tie win-win. And even that's right, like, you know, I think I have Thors and Pixie stuff on that list of 50 decks for that video I'm putting together. And this deck is neither of those decks, right? Like this is the Thors deck. The most common one of those is like the Misery Thors deck with fire hair. And then like Pixie stuff is like Gore Pixie or Ultron Pixie's been popular lately. But neither of them are. This build of Pixie has been forever. Even the 50 deck list video we have now, like there's still even more fringe than that. No, I don't think so, Gendy. So like the Move Tribunal deck we played today, not really a thing, right? Like there's a tribunal combo deck that's relatively defined, and there's move decks that are relatively defined. Like, if I was gonna cover every somewhat functional combination of 12 cards in Marvel Snap, the video would be, you know, it'd be a 24-hour video. The goal of it is to do a broad strokes. These are decks that have existed and are somewhat consistent, have a proven track record, etc. And honestly, I expect the video will probably not perform well, but I think it'll be a fun piece to be able to reference to when I talk about Snap being a good deck building game. And also, it also might be one like the beginner's guide, where even if I don't expect it to do well to start, it probably has a long tail and get some decent traffic long term. All right, top 3 favorite archetypes. Bounce, werewolf stuff, and Victoria hand stuff. Hand stuff. Wow, don't you dare misrepresent what I said. I said Victoria hand stuff. I was very specific. I think I do this to get myself up to a 33% chance to draw a hammer here. Substitute for Beta Ray Bill in this deck. 3,000 collector's tokens. Sparky a good werewolf card? Probably not. I mean, are they gonna juke the Nexus here? We about to get quaked, gamers. They emoted me when I snapped them, so probably a pretty good chance that we're about to get quaked. Quaker Legion. Legion wouldn't make sense because the left side would still be the one that awards the most points. And if we'd have drawn a freaking hammer, we'd have killed him. Sad. Close. Was that a gold Conquest ticket? I don't actually remember what we queued for. Would we have lost the game still? It would have been +8. Was that not enough? Maybe it wasn't enough. You might be right.
Oh, snap. Opponent snapped.
We have the old Thors curve here. Now, one of the awkward parts about our deck having Wasp and Yellow Jacket in it is we might not be able to draw all of our... Oh my goodness. Holy... Hoisted. Hoisted! Congratulations, you've played yourself. Look at this bad dog. Nobody loves you, Cosmo. Wow, that's so toxic. Oh, they're Cerebro. They are toxic. What a toxic gamer. Man, I missed on the hammer. Rip. What do we think? They don't play for the left and Gore wins the right. I think I'm very wrong. Yikes! Oh! Oh! Papi! Palms are sweaty, knees weak, arms are heavy, and there's tech cards on their sweater already. But they keep on forgetting that it's the proving grounds. They open their mouth and the cubes fall out. Everybody's choking now. Oh no. So many flavors, and you choose to be salty, gamer. So much sodium. So much sodium. Jeff, if you still are playing Shadowverse, no, we're not playing it on stream because I stopped playing it altogether. Marvel Snap has ruined games that play like traditional card games and balance like traditional card games. I just can't bring myself to play games that don't do actual live service balance. Yeah, Cosmic Ghost Rider Center is gonna be funny. If they don't Scarlet that. I looked at their first big tournament after their third set. The Spell Boost Rune deck was half of their top 8, and I was like, nah, I'm just not gonna bother. Should have left the right empty to kill their opponents. That's an interesting thought. Yeah, maybe. Ooh, piece of candy. Okay, but wait. So this gets all of the zeros out of my deck, which leaves me with just Mobius and Magneto in it. So that if I do this is Mobius or Magneto. You want a Pixie first? No, I don't think so. I think I want the Mobius or the Magneto over here. Hey, thanks for the Prime deck. Appreciate it. All right, so they've Cosmoed us out of Ghost Ridering them center. I have priorities, so I don't have to worry about Teenage Warhead. How's this bell? It's been great. Not my dance. It's been super fun. Very, very reasonable.
Victory.
Stick. Thank you for the over 2 years. I appreciate it. Welcome back. May I ask a question? I think you just did. You should never ask to ask a question in a live stream chat. You should always just ask. And then the follow-up / corollary to you should never ask to ask is if the content creator doesn't answer your question, don't say, did you see my question? Just ask your question again in like a couple of minutes. Because if they missed it, they're not gonna know what you said if you say, did you see my question? Don't spam it, but like, you know, if it's been 2 or 3 minutes, don't be like, hey, did you see my last post? Just post it again. You can prefix it with if it's okay to ask. Now, you should always just ask, chat. People that don't want to answer questions will just post videos to YouTube. They won't live stream. Also, that's the purpose of being live, is to field questions.
Live from the Daily Bugle.
Oh, snap. Opponent snapped.
I feel like I have to ask if I was banned earlier with no warning or anything. Oh, I'm gonna ban you on YouTube too. Because we call that ban evasion. So absolutely not. You should not. That's another thing. You want to talk about things not to do. Absolutely do not show up on someone else's other social media platform and be like, hey, so about that ban. If you got banned on Twitch, there is literally a request unban button that pops up some number of minutes afterwards. You should use that button. That button exists for a reason. Oh my goodness, they just lost their Mr. Negative to Celestial Burial Grounds. Get cooked, gamer. Absolutely and mercilessly cooked. Is there a reasonable replacement for Cosmic Ghost Rider? Absolutely. Cosmic Ghost Rider is just a generic 5. You could play another good 6. I almost played Legion in that slot. I think Legion's probably a reasonable play for him. You think people who complain about what a sicko! Look at this! They took the Mr. Negative and got Cosmic Ghost Rider? That ain't right, gamers. That ain't right. Holy, what a gamer. Jeff, do you think people who complain about too many cards being released have any valid concerns? Nope. I think Marvel Snap releases like Marvel Snap releases like 100, even if Marvel Snap did 10 cards a month, it's less than 150 cards a year. Magic the Gathering released like 2,000 cards last year. I get that Marvel Snap is like a lot of kids' first card game, but I really can't emphasize enough that Marvel Snap is not anywhere near releasing too many cards in a year. Not even a little bit, not close. There is a turn 7, but I'm gonna go ahead and Lockjaw the Wasp here because we can get Mobius or Magneto, and either of those would be good here. And to be fair, I think Snap is a lot of people's first card games. I mean, let me find the chart because I had a really good chart for this. It was on my blue sky. Hold on. Let me finish this game, and I'm gonna pull a chart up that shows how many new cards a year Magic the Gathering has released every year for 25 years. It's an insane chart in the context of. Oh shoot! I totally forgot we'd Pixied. That's funny. So I didn't have the Mobius. I still have these hammers though. Yikes. Well, huh. Man, are we cooked? How big do they get in the center? They can have a gore of their own is the problem. I think we're cooked, but like we're playing best of one because it's Marvel, it's Conquest. Gee, multiple copies of a card in Magic like Yu-Gi-Oh! Absolutely, 4 of limit. I was like, they played the gore on the right. So it makes sense.
I am Iron Man.
We are the future.
I've not played Marvel Rivals in a little while. My boys were playing it recently though, so I might poke at it. But it's been a minute. Okay. So this is unique, and this does not include reprints, chat. This is new Magic the Gathering cards every year from 1993 through 2023. And then the valid question someone just asked is, how much of those are filler? Even if you assumed a whopping 90% of these are filler, you're still over the 100 cards a year. And past that, depending on the definition, I think depending on your definition of filler, you could make the compelling argument that a lot of Marvel Snap cards are also filler. Like this season, I think is a fantastic example of a season that's filler season. The people losing their mind about the 11 cards this month are so silly in my opinion. None of the cards, if they were releasing 11 Surges or 11 Merlins or 11 2 energy Mr. Fantastic first steps, it would be cause for concern. But I said earlier, we were talking about it. I think a small spender with limited resources, I think you could genuinely skip every card that releases this month and not find yourself in a bad place competitively. Marvel Snap's really good. And this is the other context of this, even if you want to say 90% of these are worthless, so there's only 100 relevant, Magic the Gathering power creeps constantly. Magic the Gathering is not a game where like you can take your destroy deck from 3 years ago and keep playing it and feel good about it and find success. It's a game where even their most stable formats have immense amounts of power creep on the regular. To their credit, Second Dinner's balance philosophy makes their game incredibly deeply accessible. I miss pre-Horizons Modern. Unironically, I think Marvel Snap, and one of the reasons why I love it as a deck building game this many years later, is because it feels like Modern before the power creep. It feels like you could have a deck that you love, and you could just keep playing it, and you can know that you're going to occasionally get a new tool for it, and there's going to be other decks that pop up around it. But if you're the destroy guy or the discard gal or whatever other deck you love, you're going to be able to stick with and keep playing that archetype for the foreseeable future. In reference to the discussion earlier about the variants being purchasable, Jubilee is my favorite character, and I've looked at the shop every day for the last 380 days, and I'm still waiting on 4 more variants so I can get her emote. Holy. I'm gonna wipe the text off Sebastian's show here. Pour one out for that gamer, absolutely. All right, this is either his hammer or Gore. Never Pixie. There's a chance we lose the center, but I'm gonna stay.
I am Iron Man.
All right, 75% to win this game, Lockjaw. Please don't fail me. This fucking guy, what a bad dog. Oh wait, we died anyways. I forgot Magneto was about to pull Wiccan. Forgive me. Rip. Would Magneto left have won? I think he might have actually, yeah. Magneto left, no, not necessarily. Because there was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 targets. There's a combination of Magneto left that one, but he pulls at random, so it would have been a guarantee. He would have needed to pull 2 things out of here, at least. I think he was likely to win left, but I can't know that. They're not a Brood deck. Although maybe you argue they're not going to play Brood into there. This was a fun set overall. Updated take on an old favorite. As far as must-have cards go for this archetype, you want to play it. Bojack Norseman, as well as King Eitri are not optional. There are important stat sticks for you. Pixie, shuffling your costs with Mobius to back her up. Also your other important ones. Cosmic Ghost Rider is just a generic 5 or 6 energy style bomb. You can play Legion or just another big 6-drop here. And same thing with Gore. I think Gore is best in slot because we do have a lot of on reveals, but regular Hulk, Doctor Doom, Red Hulk, any big hitters here that you're happy to shuffle a lower cost onto with Pixie, I think are fine at the top end. The important ones for what this deck is looking to do from a power level perspective are these 5 for sure.